the amateurs. But yeah, obviously, like, I'd have to move up a little bit. She'd have to come down, but you know, what a great fight to make as well. I'd love to do like a 2-fight, 3-fight.
The Lauren Price, is that the fight that you want next?
Yes, if I can get it in between December and January. Hey, she got a belt that I know belongs to me, and that's the ring belt.
Yeah, want me to come to the UK, pay me that money. I've already, Lauren tonight is fighting in front of 7,000 people. I fought in front of 18,000 my last fight. I've had sold out events my last 3 fights. So to be fighting in 16,000, 18,000, we know that I'm a big draw, that my fans are coming out to see me. And as far as me and Lauren Price, I am the bigger star. I'm the more accomplished fighter. I'm pound for pound #1.
What do you make of that?
Lauren is not faster than me. I saw the film.
Look, man, best ever. That's my reaction. Claressa Shields is the best ever. Wow. Immaculate, amazing performance, sitting on her punches, moving around the ring. Even Mayweather said it himself. He was doing the Mayweather, talking about getting out the way, going to the body, coming up top. That was an immaculate performance, man.
When Claressa Shields stepped into the ring in Atlanta, the entire boxing world was watching closely to find out whether dropping back down to middleweight would cost her the razor-sharp dominance and explosiveness she has become known for. Instead of slowing down or showing any signs of weakness, the self-proclaimed GOAT unleashed one of the most explosive performances of her career, stopping Australia's Kaye Scott inside 6 rounds before immediately turning her attention toward Welsh powerhouse Lauren Price. What happened afterward transformed the entire storyline, creating a potential collision between 2 Olympic gold medalists and elite champions with enormous ambitions. Suddenly, what looked like another successful chapter in Shields' already decorated career became the beginning of a much bigger rivalry, one that has completely...
I can't wait to fight against Lauren Price at 160.
I'll ask you about that, but you coming down here to Atlanta, this was your idea. You were selling out arenas in Michigan. You came down here, 16,000 fans here in Atlanta that came to see you tonight.
That is so crazy to me. Oh, my God. I walked out here, I said, oh, they in this mother lover for your girl. Man, I knew I could do it. Atlanta love black excellence, just like Detroit. And I came out here to show why I'm pound for pound #1.
All right, so Lauren Price, is that the fight that you want next?
Yes, if I can get it in between December and January.
Stepping into State Farm Arena, Shields took a massive career gamble by dropping the weight after dominating the heavyweight ranks and returning to the middleweight division. Australian world champion Kaye Scott entered the fight determined to use her natural physical frame, strength, and pressure to rough up the American superstar from the opening bell. But from the very first exchange, Shields proved why she operates on an entirely different level. Her incredible hand speed, precise timing, defensive movement, and vicious counterpunching completely dismantled Scott's offensive rhythm, making it difficult for the Australian champion to establish her preferred pace or create sustained pressure. By the second round, Scott was already showing severe swelling, a visible sign of the punishment Shields was delivering with her sharp combinations and accurate counters. Instead of looking drained from the demanding weight cut, Shields appeared faster, sharper, and completely in control, turning what was supposed to be a dangerous physical challenge into another showcase of her elite technical ability.
So, yes, first time, again, a woman headlined an event. And absolutely incredible. Let's give our respect to Kaye Scott, who was a very game champion.
To be honest, I probably was a little bit nervous going into it because I wasn't sure whether the media do sway little things, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. But there was absolute respect the whole way through it. She was very, very sportsmanlike and polite the whole way through. Like, she still held her own and like spoke the way she should because she has all those accolades. But I felt absolutely respected the whole time through. That was Dimitri and Claressa the whole way through. So I think it's a little bit of a negative narrative that's not true, or it didn't apply to me.
What was the biggest surprise in terms of actually being in the ring that maybe you weren't anticipating?
It's probably, if anything, I actually thought the speed. It was probably like, she's definitely strong, but it was the punches coming quicker, and I
It's the
couldn't
weight.
match that.
I lost the weight. That's made me look quicker, but I ain't that.
By the time the 6th round arrived, Shields landed a devastating left hook that sent Scott staggering backward into the ropes, immediately following it with a relentless barrage of heavy punches that left the Australian champion struggling to defend herself. Shields continued pouring on pressure as the referee and Scott's corner recognized that the punishment had become too dangerous to continue, bringing the contest to an end at 1 minute and 38 seconds of the 6th round. It was a rare and emphatic stoppage for Shields, one that sent a terrifying message throughout the 160-pound division and reminded every potential challenger that her return to middleweight had not diminished her ability to dominate opponents. Instead, she looked more dangerous than ever, proving that her speed, accuracy, combinations, and finishing instincts can remain devastating even after making such a dramatic move between weight classes.
Well, when it comes to like gym strength and boxing strength, I feel like you have to know how to generate your power. And luckily for me, I had a great coach in Jason Crusher who taught me the fundamentals of boxing. So I know how to generate my power and use my leverage. And I have great combinations that just stuck in my head from the time I was 11 to now 31. And I mean, you have to know how to use that gym strength and how to actually make it work. You gotta know how to. You gotta know how to actually make it work. So for me, I just do workouts that strengthen my boxing really. Like I can bench 185. I can bench 185 and I can do all these push-ups and do, great stuff when I'm athletic, but I really focus on my punching. Like as long as I can punch, I try to do stuff with natural body weight.
Did you feel any negative reactions to coming down weight to the weight cut?
No. Going down to 160, I knew that. I mean, I just wasn't comfortable with knowing that how strong I am at 175. I just know that me being at 175 and how strong I was there. And then coming down to 160 after the 3 years, I was kind of like, dang, I felt strong, I just felt smaller. So it's like, it was just like, I felt like I was punching, but I wasn't punching with 175. I was punching with 160, which I think 160 was never a weight class for me, but I won the Olympics there, and I was naturally like that size, but naturally, even when I was 17, I would get big as 180 pounds.
The energy inside the building felt less like a standard title defense and more like a blockbuster pay-per-view spectacle, with the atmosphere reaching the level of one of boxing's biggest events. Sitting directly at ringside was an extraordinary lineup of boxing legends and elite fighters, including Floyd Mayweather Jr., pound-for-pound King Terrence Crawford, and Shakur Stevenson, alongside major cultural icons such as Usher and rapper Latto. Their presence alone showed how much attention this championship fight had attracted from both the boxing world and mainstream entertainment. Following the stoppage, the legends and celebrities could not contain their excitement, reacting with visible enthusiasm as they watched Shields deliver a performance that immediately became one of the biggest talking points of the night.
What you think?
Easy work.
Easy work?
She's the greatest. It's no debate.
Yeah.
No debate.
Yeah, no debate. Greatest one of all time?
I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is crazy.
Yeah.
Something different, so let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
Crazy. Electric.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here.
Did you expect the stoppage?
Yeah, I called it.
You too?
I said first round though, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no other woman fighter that's doing numbers like her.
Yeah. Facts.
Hands down, she's the best.
Facts.
And with a no name.
Facts. Facts.
And with a no name. We don't really want to say it's a no name. He was a world champion.
True that. True that.
I'm saying, can the other girl do what she did just now? She the name.
An unfamiliar name.
An unfamiliar name. She the name. Can they do that? She the name. She the draw.
See the draw.
She the best.
You know what that's like.
Shakur, what do you think? Easy work. Easy work. She's the greatest. There's no debate. Yeah, no debate. No debate at all. Greatest woman of all time. I mean, just look at what she's doing. Yeah, look at it. The atmosphere in here is crazy. Let them know. Let them know. Laughter, it's crazy. Electric. The energy is unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Did you expect the stoppage? Yeah, I called it. What about you? I said first round though, but I don't know about you. Yeah, there's one woman fighter out here doing numbers like that. Yeah, facts. The reaction from the ringside crowd made it clear that Shields' performance had created a genuine buzz inside the arena, with those watching closest to the action openly praising her dominance and celebrating what they believed was another defining moment for the greatest woman in boxing.
What do you think, Sam?
Hey, you better show my prediction.
Yeah, I did. You predicted a stoppage. She stopped her. You called it. Greatest woman of all time?
Thus far?
Thus far.
As of right now?
Yes, sir.
She's a killer.
You have a good time?
Right now, like I said before, when it comes to like just female sports, she's at the top. And I will continue to support her. I need everybody to support her. She's unbelievable, man. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, yeah. How about the event?
The event. Come on now. That's what we do. We show love, we show support.
Yeah.
We show love, we show support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black love.
Crazy. Crazy.
Come on now. You know I'm gonna come sing you Ush?
Crazy.
With the unified WBC and WBA middleweight titles wrapped around her waist, Shields didn't waste a single moment celebrating. Instead, she immediately grabbed the spotlight and turned her attention across the Atlantic toward unified welterweight world champion Lauren Price. Calling out the undefeated Welsh star, Shields made it clear that she wants the biggest and most dangerous challenges available, daring Price to put her undefeated record on the line against the pound-for-pound queen in what could become a generational super fight.
I feel like it's a blessing and a curse for me because I box so good that you're never going to see a girl be in the ring and be 50-50 with me. It's just not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because I'm just almighty and everything. It's not going to happen because God literally chose me to be number one. And I trained to be number one, and I diet, and I run, and I continue to never be complacent. So
even Kaye Scott admitted in her post-fight comments that while she felt prepared for the physical strength, the blinding speed and tactical precision of Shields were simply too overwhelming to match.
Last night was pretty wild. Didn't go to plan. Would have loved to have had my hand raised in victory, but Claressa was just too good. We're healthy, we're safe, and that's the biggest thing. Thanks for all the check-ins, and I'm gonna go on a holiday, going to California. Peace. To be honest, I probably was a little bit nervous going into it because I wasn't sure whether the media do sway little things, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, but there was absolute respect the whole way through it. She was very, very sportsmanlike and polite the whole way through. Like, she still held her own and like spoke the way she should because she has all those accolades. But yeah, no, I felt absolutely respected the whole time through. That was Dimitri and Claressa the whole way through. So I think it's a little bit of a negative narrative that's not true, or it didn't apply to me.
With a name, facts, a name, and a world champion attached to it, that changes everything. I think the other girls have to do what she did, because when you see the name and the unfamiliar name, you have to ask whether they can actually produce the same kind of performance. Can they create that level of attention? Can they generate that kind of draw? That is what makes a major star different. Laughter. Terrence Crawford openly praised Shields' punch selection, composure, and decision-making under the brightest lights, pointing out how smoothly she was able to switch gears when the opportunity for a stoppage appeared. Floyd Mayweather was also seen celebrating her exceptional ring generalship and acknowledging the way she controls distance, manages exchanges, and dictates the pace, making even elite-level opponents look completely out of their depth. Their reactions added another layer to an already dominant performance, because praise from fighters of that caliber only reinforced the impression that Shields had delivered something truly special inside the ring.
Her career reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. a lot. It really does. Right? Roy Jones Jr. was the best fighter in the world. He was. and he just ran out of ops. I mean, really, he was just at the wrong weight class at that time. And it got to the point where he was just looking for ways to challenge himself. So he goes up to heavyweight and then he comes right back down. He tried to do something that has never been done ever, and he succeeded. No, a middleweight hasn't gone up to heavyweight in 100 years, and then to come back down and regain the light heavyweight title, no one has ever done that. So Roy Jones Jr. was really trying to make history. He was just trying to find ways to challenge himself. And really, to me, that's Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields, she done whooped everybody. She done cleared out everybody, and she's just in an era where in her division, there's really no one there to really contest her. So she has to find ways to challenge herself. That reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. a lot. Now, when it comes to Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, you know, that's like the Floyd Mayweather thing. They're in the right division to have the ops to really do great shit. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? Like Alicia Baumgardner is there. So they could actually put together a crazy historic resume, right? And have these ops that Claressa Shields just cannot find. Claressa's in a crazy spot because she's a big woman and she's a fantastic athlete with a lot of speed, a lot of experience, great skills, amateur background, and all those things. She just really has it all, but you know, her arms on D's and there's no one to rumble with. So that's not really Claressa Shields' fault, but I like the fact that she is pushing herself to try to just challenge herself and accomplish different things, which is why I like what she said in the post-fight interview.
I came out here to show why I'm pound for pound number one.
All right, so Lauren Price, is that the fight that you want next?
Yes, if I can get it in between December and January. If not, I would love to fight against Michaela or Cam Tebow. She got the rest of the 3 belts. She don't really had that many fights in the professionals, but she got belts. It's not my fault these girls don't have the experience that I have. But hey.
Price did not flinch for a single second. The reigning champion from Wales, who captured Olympic gold in Tokyo, made it clear that she has absolutely no fear of stepping into deep waters against Shields. Price responded to the call-out by welcoming the challenge with complete confidence, stating that these are exactly the kind of legacy-defining matchups she has been chasing since turning professional. She acknowledged and respected everything Shields has accomplished throughout her remarkable career, but she also made it clear that respect does not mean intimidation. Price believes her own world-class amateur pedigree, technical discipline, intelligent movement, and elusive footwork could present a completely different puzzle, one that the American superstar has never had to solve at this level in the professional ranks. Rather than backing away from the pressure, Price appears eager to test her skills against one of the most accomplished fighters in women's boxing and prove that her own ability, timing, and movement can stand up against Shields' relentless pressure and championship experience.
Be massive, you know, like I said, I got 100% respect for Katie. I've always, you know, looked up to her, and it's mad when you say that. We've been to most of the tournaments together, and in terms of like our accolades as an amateur, Olympic gold medal, European champion, world champion, European Games champion, it's a bit mad, but I think it makes for a great fight. And yeah, like I said, you know, there's fully respect there what she's done in her career, but I think it's a great fight, and it's one that I would love.
And just a couple of the other names that you mentioned there, Michaela Meyer, of course, I think still holds the WBO, which is the one that's missing for you to become undisputed, 147 pounds. Obviously, she jumped up to 154, but that's a fight that a lot of people have been talking about. Is that a fight that we could realistically expect to see?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think it makes sense for both of us. We both won the fight, and I think obviously when it comes to the financial side of it, when things have like settled in terms of what we both want, then yeah, the fight will definitely happen.
And then the last name, Claressa Shields, obviously a little bit of a weight disparity there. Claressa Shields has been boxing off at heavyweight, I mean, not too far ago. Where would that fight have to take place weight-wise, do you think?
I think, like, obviously there's talks around, like, 156 or possibly 160 maybe. I'm still working kilograms because I'm used to the amateurs. But, yeah, obviously, like, I'd have to move up a little bit. She'd have to come down, but, you know, what a great fight to make as well. I'd love to do, like, a 2-fight, 3-fight. It'd be amazing.
Okay, and just before I let you go, let's say we're sitting here, or maybe not here, but sitting down in 12 months' time in the start of 2027. What do you hope to have achieved by the end of 2026?
So I would love, obviously, win April 4th, fight Katie Taylor in August, fight Michaela Meyer December, January, and then set up 2 big fights with Claressa Shields.
Look forward to it.
Practically begging for the opening bell, the real battle now shifts behind closed doors as both camps negotiate the terms of a potential blockbuster fight. Price currently campaigns down at welterweight, while Shields has just completed the grueling process of cutting from heavyweight all the way back to the 160-pound middleweight limit. Conversations surrounding a possible catchweight somewhere between 154 and 156 pounds, or perhaps a straight middleweight showdown, are already heating up as both sides consider what would make the most sense for the matchup. But beyond the scales and the negotiations, it is the clash of styles that makes this potential fight so captivating. It would pit Shields' suffocating volume, relentless combinations, physical strength, and raw power against Price's lightning-fast southpaw counters, slick angles, intelligent movement, and defensive wizardry. Shields would look to pressure, overwhelm, and force Price into extended exchanges, while Price would likely rely on her speed, timing, footwork, and ability to create space before firing precise counters. The question is whether Shields can close the distance and impose her physical style, or whether Price can use her movement and accuracy to keep the pound-for-pound queen constantly reaching and reacting.
She's hungry, and she feels that, she's next best and that she's skilled enough to beat me in a fight. So.
If Lauren does win tonight, and then you two do get it on, what weight do you think that fight would take place at? Obviously, she's campaigning at 147, you've been up at heavyweight, and you've even come down. What weight do you think you'd fight Lauren at?
I'll let all these girls know that 160 is the lowest option. Really 165, honestly. But, for some who are smaller or who complain about me being too big and too strong, I said that I would try and, eat a few less burgers to get down to 160. So,
would you come back to the UK to fight Lauren, or would you like her to come over to... You've seen the crowd you brought to Detroit. We saw it the other week when you fought...
Yeah, want me to come to the UK, pay me that money. I've already... Lauren tonight is fighting in front of 7,000 people. I fought in front of 18,000 my last fight. I've had sold-out events my last 3 fights. So to be fighting in 16,000, 18,000, we know that I'm a big draw, that my fans are coming out to see me. And as far as me and Lauren Price, I am the bigger star. I'm the more accomplished fighter. I'm pound for pound number 1. And, she wants to be mentioned in those names. But it's always me coming to get these girls and every these girls coming to get me. So, I don't think Lauren is big enough for me to come over here and fight against her in the UK. She has to come to America, if she really wants to smoke. But I'm not going to say that the fight is off or that it can't be made. If she's like, oh, I'm too scared to come to America, I want to fight here, I'll be like, okay, it's okay.
This potential super fight represents far more than simply belts, money, and paydays. It is an authentic clash of eras between two highly decorated Olympic champions competing near the absolute peak of their physical abilities, with both fighters carrying enormous expectations into the matchup. Shields has continuously dared to be great by challenging herself across multiple weight divisions, collecting championships, and taking on opponents willing to test her limits. Price, meanwhile, is eager to cement her own name in boxing history by becoming the fighter who finally cracks the code against the undefeated GOAT and proves that even the most accomplished champion can be outsmarted, outmaneuvered, and defeated. If both camps finalize the contract and officially put pen to paper, fight fans could be about to witness one of the most tactical, high-stakes showdowns modern combat sports has ever produced. Every round would carry enormous consequences, every adjustment could become decisive, and the winner would leave with far more than another championship victory. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts, predictions, and reactions in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.